Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to Spellcorp Industrial Complex here in all the mods 8, and we're growing a giant tree because I need white mangrove logs. Oh yeah, look at that. I need these beautiful little white mangrove logs because look at this block. Oh, it's gorgeous. I love it. Well, I've been building. I've been working a little bit. Not very much. Don't get your hopes up. But I planted some new trees here. We got some grass growing, and we're starting today. We're gonna get the basics of our new Create Labs done. So look at this. I built a little bit here. It's really nothing yet, but I still need blocks. So I figured I'd include you for some of the gathering because, well, sometimes people just want to be around for it. And we're getting these white mangrove planks here because these are going to be an important part of the build. They're going to go partway in here, right about there and up and around. And yeah, we just need those. But I also need glass. I actually need wool. Of all things, I need quite a bit of wool, so we're gonna find out maybe a way to get that. I know mystical magical agriculture has ways you can get it, but sometimes it doesn't feel as fun. So I'm thinking maybe we're gonna just use this flax. We're gonna just grow a bunch of flax and try to get some like this stuff here. This I can turn into string, which obviously you can craft into wool. That's a pretty slow way of doing it though, so I don't know. Maybe I just have to bring sheep over here, but I don't know. I've been trying to find a way for a little bit here to like transport mobs easily. Like if there's an easy way to carry them or something, but I don't. Oh, here we go. Mob imprisonment tool. Industrial foregoing. Oh yeah, how do we make this? We need plastic, which is cured rubber. We need gas tier, plastic. Plastic's cured rubber. And then we need tiny dry rubber. A latex processing unit. Oh. Okay. Okay, you know what? Maybe we make this. And then in all fairness, this is actually just to get sheep over here. So maybe I shouldn't make it. Wait a minute. You need a latex bucket to make the latex processing unit? But how do I get latex? A fluid extractor. Oh, okay. No. We shouldn't do this today. I got too much to do already. Who am I kidding? Of course we're gonna make these today and see what they do. Let's go. We'll put them in here for now. In our warehouse. How do these go? Okay. We're gonna put a log down, and then these fluid extractors. I think you just point them in, and they start breaking the log. Oh, pulling a tiny bit of latex out at a time. Okay. So we need a whole bucket, which is 1,000 millibuckets. And then once we have that latex bucket, we can make our latex processing unit to make tiny dry rubber, which we can turn into real rubber, which we can turn into plastic, which we can use to start making some of this stuff, that mob imprisonment tool. This is going to take a long time. Maybe I bit off more than I can chew. Okay, well, I'm gonna work on Create Labs while this goes because this is gonna take a long time to get enough latex. Okay, I'm still trying to get enough wool for the Create Labs there, but let's take a look at the block I want. I want this blocky white wool. Look at this, because it's like this cool brick-looking texture. Oh, it's so nice. But I need more wool still. And while we're here, let's check out these fluid extractors. They're making a decent amount of latex, but I'm realizing that I have to wait for all of them if I want to get enough. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to hook up these fluid pipes, and we're going to pull the latex out and put it into this. And this is a common black hole tank, which it looks like it stores about 16 buckets of latex. So we have one bucket already. And if I put this in here, can I get the stuff out? No. Oh, there we go. Okay, we can just pull latex out. Okay, we got that latex bucket. And then I need, what, a latex processing unit. Oh, man, I'm getting real sick of this storage here. It's such a mess, but we'll get that sorted eventually at some point, I think. What did it say? 2 of these, 1 of this, and a furnace. And we can get our latex processing unit. Okay, so now we should just be able to pipe it into this and it will start making that rubber, right? I take this and here and pipe wrench. That's gonna put rubber in here. Oh no, this needs power. Okay. This whole operation has to change. All right, okay, we're moving it. Hold your horses. Taking everything. Taking everything with me. We need power, so we're going upstairs. Can we hook this whole thing up over... Let's just run power this way. To the end. Okay, the latex processing unit. First off, we're going to put our fluid extractors in the corner again. And we're going to take our latex out. And we're going to put that into the black hole. And I'd like to be able to at least see what this is showing. If I can. Okay, good enough. And then latex processing. Okay, there we go. So now we're getting power. And then what else do we need? Do we just have to put latex in here? I guess so. Okay, and we will continue to wait and try to get more latex from this. Oh man, that's so slow. We got the schematic cannon plucking away there. There's a bit more done. I got some wool. Walls are starting to shape up. It's looking nice. I did hear a really scary noise while I was just in this building here. Sounded like a ghost or something around. I don't really know what it was or where it came from, but I'm a little intimidated and scared now. There's an undead knight chasing me. Oh, never mind. The skeleton shot the undead knight. I don't know. It's a little spooky out here. But yeah, it's plucking away. And I guess I'll bring you back once I have the majority of it done for right now. Oh, what the? There's that spooky ghost. What is this? Oh, that's terrifying. I don't know what that is. It keeps making noises and appearing though. Why? Oh, I'm out of mana. I see. A magic lollipop. Netherite sight has been cast on you. Oh. Oh, that's handy. Oh, does that creeper have a witch hat? It does. That's cute. A creeper. It's a witch creeper. Okay, you're gonna get things blown up if you keep doing that. Okay, we've gotten the first bit of the new Create Labs. Create Labs 2 at the Industrial Complex done. And I love this building. I think it's gorgeous. It's a bit different than the old one. Still kind of this modern style, but completely different colors. Look at this, white and black and gray. Looks super good. We have these garage doors here, which I want to make them open. I'll make them open with Create. They'll probably just have like mechanical bearings behind them and swing up. I think that'll be cool. Maybe these buttons will activate them, but obviously we don't have the Create stuff yet. And we'll head inside here. Grass is all still growing in. The floor's messed up, but we're going to have kind of this office portion here with the birch planks. And then you come into here and it's kind of going to be that garage workshop feel in here where we're going to have some different machines and things. So it's going to be great. And then, yeah, some loading bays or whatever. The doors will open. We'll have maybe conveyors in here. I don't know. Could be very, very cool. But it's not all done. To be honest, I haven't designed the rest of the building, so I don't know what it looks like. But I'm itching to get started with some Create stuff. So we're just going to play around with that now, and then I'll finish the rest later. As usual, you know, I can't finish it all at once. I'm not like that. I don't play like that. So we're going to get started in here and kind of play around with some Create stuff. What are you doing? He's stuck in here. The Runelic Tome. Okay. See you guys. Have fun in there. Bye. So check this out. I was looking for some stuff to make like parking lines out of, like the lines for where you park. And I found this like network cable stuff, which I really like. I need to make a little bit more. I kind of ran out, but I was playing around with this and figured out you can do some really neat stuff with these network cables. So they hook to levers and whatnot, but I made a few different cables here so we can kind of demonstrate what they can do. If I run a cable out here and then a piston at the end, I think this is how it works. It works similar to redstone. Not like that. I think it's kind of weird. I think I maybe have to power the block. Yeah. Okay, but it works similar to redstone, so I can do that and whatever, have my connection point. But there's a different variation of it to here. It's pretty neat because we'll go inside where it's brighter for right now. These cables are awesome because you can actually run them up walls and like around things. So I could run it up, I could run it down, run it out of space. But if I power it from here, it'll run up, around, and it'll actually stay powered over here. So that's super cool. You can basically run redstone up walls with this. Very neat. But the variation that I find extremely cool is you can make these bundled network cables. And these are fascinating. The way they work is it actually bundles a bunch of different redstone signals together based on a colored input. So if I had 3 different inputs here, blue, red, and white, on their own, this doesn't do anything, but somewhere out the end of the cable, I could connect those same connection points, and we'll use these same blocks to demonstrate. And then, oh, I'm out of wires. Oh no, okay, we'll just put them like this. Okay, that's fine, and a piston there. And now, when I pull the blue lever, it powers only the blue one and none of these other ones. And same thing with this. It powers the red one. With this one here, it just powers just the white one, which is super cool because it's transmitting all just through one cable, and you can just have a bunch of different inputs. So this is really, really useful. I imagine for like our factories and things, we're going to be able to use these as like an instruments panel or control panel just to run the controls through everything. It's going to be very, very cool. But I believe as well, these bundled cables and the colored cables, you can actually utilize them with computer craft. So that's the computers that I looked at last time for a half second and tried to program something. I think you can actually hook them up in there and set it to output a certain colored network cable. So I could have a computer as my control panel and then like a ton of different signals that run out of the bundled cable. And I could use that control panel computer to send signals throughout. It's very, very cool. Very cool, and could be used totally in like factories and things. Like I can imagine we could make a big computer display with a bunch of touch buttons that turn on and off individual things. Sort of like in Vault Hunters, how I had those control panels for my sugarcane farm and the potatoes and all the different things. I could do the same thing, but with just one oh my god, okay. Oh, this thing is seemingly harmless. It just keeps appearing though. Really scares me. Anyways, yeah, we could use like a computer display control panel to control different things and like redirect stuff, and oh, it's just awesome. Feels like I could make a real factory with it, so I'm excited. Okay. I've been distracted by cables and building some little extra things around here. I want to get started with some create stuff. Nothing we haven't seen before, but it's definitely much cheaper in this mod pack. First off, to get started, I'm always going to need some sort of rotational power source. So in here, we're going to throw a crafting table down, and let's look up at the create mod. What do I want? I want water wheels. I love water wheels. Stop it! Go away! You're not welcome here. Leave, spirit. Okay. Well, we've dealt with that. Make some shafts. Let's make a whole stack. We can afford it for right now. And I want water wheels. I'm gonna make 3. Oh, I made 4. I was gonna make 3 water wheels to start, but I want to run them out here for now. I want to run them here, and then I want the water to flow down all pretty like. And then I guess I'll need a gearbox, some kind. And to do that, I have to. Ooh, can I strip a log with magic in some way? Is there a spell that'll let me do it? Oh man, I have to get an axe. I don't carry one on me anymore, or do I? Okay, we're gonna make a bunch of these andesite alloys. These are expensive in Vault Hunters because they each take like a chromatic iron block, I'm pretty sure. But in this, way more affordable. Look at that. So many. Okay, gearbox. I want a gearbox. And I want, I don't know, a second gearbox for fun. Okay. And then I want to run the power. Where do we want it? right here, I said, right? So how do I want these to sit? Yeah, that should be fine. For now, we're just gonna throw some cobblestone and we'll deal with the consequences of that later. Actually, our water wheel, maybe I don't want them here. They're gonna be missing out on a significant portion of stress units if I put them here. Okay, we're actually just gonna put it here. I can't be bothered anymore to think about it. And then I want, I don't know, these trapdoors. These look good. I like these ones. Throw these in the end, and then a gearbox. And that. And then we can run the power through the wall. Maybe create like a little plug kind of thing, right? We can go boop, and then hook that up, and boop. That way it's all hidden, and we have kind of like a plug coming out of the wall. Okay, and then we will just throw some water down this. That's totally fine with me now. Place a water wheel and use it to generate torque. Okay, there we go. This doesn't look terrible, does it? Ah, it's fine. Good enough for me. First things I guess we kind of want is to speed this power just up just a little bit, right? Gonna do that, and then that speeds it up, doubles the speed, triples the speed. One of the first things I find I always want and create is this mechanical press, and we are spinning with enough speed for it, so that's good. I don't know. I guess for now we can just use like a depot. I think I can just make it like this, right? And then this will let us make those sheets, right? That'll go bam. Create some sheets in a mechanical press. Perfect. Okay, so that's kind of one thing done. Other things that we want with create obviously are going to be like crushing wheels and things, but I want to, like, what do I need to, I kind of would like a way to just start automating things. Can I make like a saw blade? Make a saw blade, right? Using the saw blade, I think I can like strip logs and stuff if we put rotational force into it. But I need some belts or something, and I don't think I have right now. So we're actually just gonna make some of these encased chain drives for the moment. Something like this mechanical saw. How on a contraption does this work? I throw wood onto it. Oh, and then it saws through. Okay. Okay, so that gets us the stripped oak logs, and then we do it again. We get regular logs. We do it again. We get oak boards. Interestingly, apparently you can use the mechanical saw to cut it into stairs and things, but oh, maybe you have to set a filter for it. Like if I set a slab filter on here and I put one of these on it, does it cut it into a slab? It does. Okay, that's cool. So we could make like a tree farm that just kind of makes all the different wooden items for us so that we have stock of them all the time. That's cool. At this moment, I'm realizing something. I've made this entire building, and I don't really have any grand schemes with Create yet at the moment. There's nothing like super crazy that I want to make at this minute. Huh. That might have been a mistake, but we can find something. We'll find something to do with it. Oh, this is one thing we didn't get to play around with in Vault Hunters because it was really expensive. It took like an Omega Pog to make, I'm pretty sure. But the cart assembler, okay. This is awesome, actually. So the way this cart assembler works is it lets you make moving, oh, I need a rail block. It lets you make moving contraptions on a minecart. So I also need a minecart, and I think we need a lever to power it. Yeah. Okay, so if I put a minecart in here, I put this lever. Check this out, okay? Nothing. It's just a regular old minecart. That's fine. But if I put, I don't know, a saw blade on top of it, and then we power it. Check this out. It's got a moving saw blade. Oh, isn't that amazing? Okay. The power of that is crazy. You can make, I don't know, so many things. You can make so many things that move. One of the coolest ones is mining drills. So you'd make a thing like this, and you'd make, say you get something like this, and then you go and you put, oh no, I was in the minecart. I jumped in the minecart, and you put like a wall of mechanical drills, right? You glue all those together, you turn it on, and that bad boy can drill through walls now. I don't have any glue though, so I can't actually make this. Maybe we'll go get glue. Let's go get glue. So there's actually a create mod recipe for slime balls using dough and lime dye in this mechanical mixer. And I think you can actually just make it in a regular crafting table. But the mixer sounds more fun. But you need lime dye. Easy enough. We have a cactus farm going, or a cactus botany pot. This dough is a water bucket plus wheat flour. But we can also mix it in the mixer. Bonus points for the mixer. But this wheat flour is just made by grinding up wheat. So we can actually just make a little millstone and make that. What do I need? What do I need? Cobblestone? Regular stone? Oh, regular stone. Okay, that works. That's fine. Take a cog or two and put one of these here, and then a millstone here. And then maybe we'll throw a little hopper underneath it. I think I actually have chests, don't I? Yeah. And a hopper on topper of it. Okay, and then I'm gonna go grab some wheat, and we're gonna start grinding that up. Okay, I have some wheat, and we'll toss that in. It's gonna start milling it. Eventually turn it into things, right? Wheat flour, okay. Now we need to combine that with water, I think it was, in the mixing thing. So what if we go like this, and does it need another cog wheel? And then a mechanical mixer, okay. And we take our wheat flour, and we put water in here, and we throw the wheat flour in. Oh, perfect. It's just gonna start going. Combine ingredients, and we got one piece of dough. If I throw my lime dye and my dough in, we're gonna get the slime ball. Yes! One whole slime ball. Now I need to do that again. It uses the whole bucket of water, hey? It uses an entire bucket of water for every piece of dough. It really does. That is a lot. Okay, that's okay. But now, we know we can make slime balls, which is good. And what do I need to make this glue? Super glue. Need iron plate and an iron nugget. Well, I have almost everything for that. I don't have a spot for the hammer. Can I just... Is that what... okay, it's not pretty. It's not pretty, I know, but it's temporary, as is everything. Okay. Super glue. Check this out. We're gonna go downtown to the mines because I don't trust myself up here. We're gonna mess around. We're gonna make a little mining machine. Okay, down here in the mines, we can mess around a little bit more without too much to worry about. So, let's take our rails. I made some powered rails as well. We're gonna run this way. Let's put that there and that there. I do need to clear this out just a little bit in front so we have some room. Okay, that should be enough. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this down, and I want maybe some powered rails right there for this. And we're gonna add andesite casings. And then maybe we'll break this for a minute because I think we're gonna place our drills here, just ahead of the cart. Okay, for the moment we are gonna vein mine it. Okay, let's place our drills here. Drills will go like that. I only made 8 of them. That is fine. And then we can put our powered rails behind because that will work. And then I connect this like that. So we do need to glue everything together. We'll glue all the drills. We'll glue this together, and then they're attached to that. Now we can, what does this do? I want to pause actor, lock rotation. I'm gonna turn it on. It turns this all into a contraption. And then if we push it forward, it's gonna drive forward. It's gonna start mining through, but it's gonna run out of track. And that's okay. That's okay for now because this isn't meant to be anything crazy just yet. You can see it drove straight forward, it started digging through. And that's actually just so awesome. I have to break it though. You can pick it up with the create wrench, but I forgot to make one of those. What we can actually do is we can set it up so that it takes these rails and it just places its own rails using the deployers, the little hands. Yeah, these deployers here. So we'll have to make a few of those. Using those, we can place the rails, and then we can also have it pick up other rails behind it, so it's only ever using a couple rails at a time. And then it'll just go in a straight line, and it'll just keep digging. And then we can put a chest on board, and it'll pick up all the items. Super awesome, super exciting. You can do so much crazy stuff with the Create mod. It's actually just so good. So obviously this is not the ideal setup for for Create Labs in here. I'd like to have each of these machines have their own little space with separate inputs and outputs for each one, so I can come up, throw items in, and they end up in their own individual output. And I want that, but the issue with what we have right now is we really only have the one source of power. There's just these water wheels. They come in on one plug, and they don't create that much stress, so it's hard to run everything fast and also have them run separately from each other. It gives us too much to kind of worry about when we only have this limited power. So what I would like to do, and we're going to tackle this next episode, I think, is I would like to get a steam engine set up. The steam engine is going to create a ton of power for us. There's this little guide here, shows you it. You cook water in the big boiler, and then the steam engine takes steam and turns it into stress units. And I think we'll go into a creative world here and kind of show off a quick little design for what I want to do for it. It's going to require a little bit of setup and stuff, which is why I can't do it today. But hopefully in between episodes, I can gather some of the resources, maybe finish up some of this building, get us a spot for it in here, and then we can tackle that next time so that I can start organizing these machines out into separate things. So let's hop over into creative world for a minute and take a look at a steam engine. Okay, here we are in a little creative test world because I want to make this little steam engine, and there's a lot of little fine-tuned things we can do about the steam engine, but I'm just going to look at the most basic things for it right now and maybe figure out some of the stuff and explain it later. I don't really understand it just yet, but we do need a fluid tank of a certain size, and then we need blaze burners underneath, and then we need to fill this fluid tank with water. I'm going to use just these kitchen sinks again because they're a really easy infinite source of water. So that's going to start pumping water inside the tank here. And then what we can do is just on the side of this tank, we put these steam engines, and you see with my goggles on, a lot shows up on our screen here. We have passive boiler status. There's size with some green bars and some red bars. The water is all green bars, and the heat shows some green bars and some red bars. So basically that's showing us kind of the fine-tuned optimizations of our steam engine, so we can change the size to, there's like a fine balance between the size, water, and heat, and I don't know the exact best ratio at the moment, but I think if I make it one taller, that works better on the size. So we'll do that, but we're going to add these steam engines to the side. And then once we have those steam engines to the side, we can add, I think it's just shafts. You just put a shaft here, start putting shafts on the side. It's starting to make a little bit of steam right now. As you can see, these are pumping. And our size and water are all green. Kinetic stress capacity says 2,000 stress units via 10 engines. So if I connect up let's just throw like a chain drive on here to hook them all up together, and then a stressometer, we can see that it's producing 2,000 stress units. Now if we go ahead and compare that to a water wheel setup that we have, 4 water wheels like we had, and we're gonna make it, just for this first one, pretty much exactly the same as what we have in our world right now, so we know what we're working with. So I think it would be like this, right? It would be water rolling down these few sides. So like that. Okay, now how much stress does this make? This makes 1,000. So this steam engine is already making twice what our water wheel setup is. And if we can optimize the water wheels as well. You can add soul sand to make them go a little faster. If I put, I think it's a soul sand column down here with the solid water on top of it, and then the water wheels this way, and then flowing water on top. That gets us more, so that, well, maybe it doesn't. Oh, they're producing 256 anyways. Oh, do water wheels just produce the same amount now? Maybe something changed in Create. I don't know. It's not super important. Anyways, this is making more already, but our heat level's still low. So if we give some fuel to these blaze burners, so let's say like logs, right? We can give it maybe some logs. If we light each of these up, that heat level starts to go up, and our boiler status is level 4. Now, if you look, we're producing 65,000 stress units. Significantly better than before. That's a crazy improvement. So that is a ton of stress for us to work with, and it goes down as the blaze burners start to burn out. So we want a way to constantly supply them with fuel. One way for us to feed these blaze burners, and my personal favorite, is going to be using these mechanical arms. But we have to set up a way for it to get our fuel source. So just for now, we're going to simulate lava buckets, and we're going to use this creative crate with a funnel and put a lava bucket on there, so it pulls the lava bucket out. Now with the mechanical arm, we can shift right click and set each of these to deposit items, and then this we can say to pull items from the depot. We'll put our mechanical arm there. We take a cog and some rotational power, speed that up, and the mechanical arm, oh, maybe too fast, and the mechanical arm is going to go, it's going to take that lava, it puts it on one of those blaze burners to speed it up, but now it's stuck with this empty bucket. So we actually need another thing. Throw a brass funnel here and put a empty bucket filter on it. Now we take this guy and we break it because I have to reconfigure it again. We say deposit items into these. We say take items from this, and then deposit items into that. And we hook it up again. Now it takes the lava bucket. It's gonna spin around. It feeds our blaze burner. It should take that empty bucket and put it into here and gets rid of that bucket. So now we can kind of see, assuming we can keep providing this mechanical arm with lava buckets, we can keep it feeding our blaze burners and keep our heat level high so that we're constantly producing a lot of stress. So we've solved a couple problems. Now we just need to find a way to get lots of lava. In Vault Hunters, what we did is we just took a kind of our own big cauldron and we fill it up with lava up above some pointed dripstone, and then cauldrons below, and then eventually that pointed dripstone fills up the cauldron, and then we pull the lava out. So we could use something like this and pull the lava out, put it into buckets, and then have it feed our blaze burners. That would totally work. At the moment, that's actually probably what we're gonna do, unless I can come up with a better way to make lava. There's gotta be a way to do it. I just don't really know the ins and outs of the mod pack. So if you know a better way to make lava in this, let me know, because I think it'll just be the best source for these blaze burners. It's renewable. We know it's renewable through this, and it makes these blaze burners burn for quite some time, so we don't actually have to have a ton of it to keep this powered for a while. So all that to say, I'm thinking we're gonna make one of these next time, and I'll mess around with the size and things too to figure out if there's maybe a better size to get a higher level. I think it goes up to level 10, so you could get like a level 10 boiler going. So maybe we can try to get one of those, but I'll have to play around a bit and see what I can figure out. That's pretty much all I'm gonna have time for today. Unfortunately, I do have to end it here, and in between episodes, I'll try to get some resources. I'll try to work on Create Labs some more. Hopefully we can get one of these going next time, because I think this is gonna speed boost our Create production a ton. So I hope you enjoyed this episode today at the Spellcorp Industrial Complex, and I hope to see you next time. Thanks for coming by. Love you.